Alright, hey guys, don't mind all of this. I literally just took a shower and I really don't like to blow dry my hair. So it's drying because I kind of need to get going today, but I thought I would film a fun little video because I was at Walmart a couple days ago and found a bunch of stuff and I am like kind of confused, interested, you know, all the things. So I really thought, and I haven't like purchased makeup, like, okay, I guess I can't really say that. When I was in Boston, I purchased a little bit of makeup, but like, I haven't like become so intrigued in quite a while. Sorry, I'm just like emptying everything out of my bag, but there is a new brand at Walmart and it is called In Studio. IN Studio, and they are a brand that everything in it is either 97 cents or $1.97. So I'm a little confused, but I'm going to assume, I'm assuming this is owned by Walmart, just be like how the branding is very like, here I can kind of like try to show you, but the branding is very obviously like, you know, not very descriptive. I mean, they have the ingredients, whatever. I haven't yet to open. Sorry, my nails are actually, they are very yellow because I need to repaint them. Why are these so stuck in here? Oh my gosh, this is like glued in here. It literally is. It's taped in the bottom. This is how it looks. It looks, you know, very kind of like normal. Alright, so it does have the shade because no joke, the outside cartons don't have any shade names on them. So you can tell they were able to just buy kind of standard cartons to hold them in. And but they did have the shades kind of on the display. It was kind of weird. Like they would display some things but not others. They also did display in front of this display. So it was kind of like an end cap at my Walmart. So I literally don't know what to tell you. I don't know anything about this. They offered a handful of things, nothing face. Okay, wait, let me just go through the list. They had things like a lot of like lip balms, lip treatments, lip scrub stuff, but they were all in stick forms. I didn't get any of those. They had blushes, bronzers, highlights, but everything only was in like 1 to 2 shades and they didn't really like, again, tell you. So you kind of had to just sit there and like look at the color difference. I think they like said I think on the display they showed the 2 highlights, but like nothing else. It was kind of weird. And then they had, what else did they have? What else did they have? They had like lip glosses, lipsticks, liquid lips. They had eyeliners, and then they had a whole bunch of eyeshadows. Like eyeshadows was probably the most like variety they had. They had a decent, like they had probably like 15 different colors of eyeshadow. And then I think that was it. I might be missing something, but I don't think so. But like I said, everything was $1.97 or 97 cents. Like those were the 2 categories, and everything, and I mean everything, is in this like little mini size. But like obviously the bronzer's a bit bigger. This is the size of the lip gloss, and they all came in these little kind of like this is eyeliner, non-very like descriptive packaging. So I don't know, I just was so intrigued and I was like, hey, even if just the eyeshadow is good, if you can go get a 97-cent single pan eyeshadow that's like gonna be good, that can be so useful. So I'm intrigued. I literally haven't touched anything. This is the first thing I've opened. So I'm going to open all of this up and we will get started. I don't plan on doing like a crazy full face today because I don't want to. So that's that. Alright, I'm just gonna start with the eyes since that's like really the biggest thing I have to test. So, and like I said, I'm really not doing like, I'm not putting on foundation or anything, but pretty much other than that, I guess I am kind of doing like almost a full face. So we'll see. I'm doing what I literally always do. This is my NYX Cosmetics Photogenic Concealer, whatever it's called, Photo Studio. I have no idea. And I pretty much use this as like an eye base just because this is what works for me perfectly fine. I think I've literally had this concealer for like ever. Oh, can I tell you what's super annoying is that because these were all like glued to the bottom, like part of it still stays on these, and I'm like trying to scrape it off with my nail because I thought maybe it was just like a putty, but it like is actually kind of sticky and literally won't come off here. So that's super annoying. Because now every single one of these has like a thing of glue like basically stuck to the bottom of it, and it just is still sticky. So that's crazy annoying. But anyway, like I said, I got an orange, kind of a yellow, and a nice kind of jewel toned blue. So these are the shades Jaded, Ochre, and Heat. If I'm going to be totally honest, I was immediately drawn to this because this is what I like to put on my eyes all the time, a very terracotta color. I honestly, I can't even remember because the eyeshadow side is what was covered by another display. I can't remember if like I just didn't look or were they all this kind of tone, because these are very similar like tone. But this I honestly got because I want to try yellow blush at some point. And I've been scared, I don't know why scared, but like pushing off buying like a yellow blush from NYX. Even though it's literally $5, like it's still $5. So I bought this to kind of test that out, but I won't be testing that out today. I'm gonna test these as eyeshadows. So I just realized this is like literally all I bought. So I'm actually gonna go into the bronzer to put something in my crease just because I have no idea how this is gonna go or look, and I don't even know if I'm using all three of those eyeshadows or if I'm just doing one over the eye. But oh my gosh, this glue is pissing me off. I'm sorry, I'm just like, it's right where you have to open the thing, so it's like goopy, and it literally, this is how angry this is making me. It's sticking the lid down. I didn't think I'd be so heated today. Jeez. I don't know how to say this, and I'm gonna say it completely wrong. Ibiza? I feel like it's Ibiza, no? I have no idea. Ibiza? I have no idea. Alright, I'm gonna put this in my crease. Just because, like I said, I feel like I need something. And if I can just use these products, that would be great. Like, I definitely see this more as a supplementary kind of thing, but who knows, maybe like this is gonna be great and you could literally build a collection out of this. Who knows? I sure don't, and I keep finding little eye boogers everywhere. Alright, so I actually don't mind this. I'm questioning this though as a bronzer. It is a very nice crease shade though, like not gonna lie, and for 90, I'm pretty sure this was part of the 97-cent part, even if it was $1.97. I feel like that's a nice color that you could easily use like a lot with your eye. And like, you do get a good bit in here. I don't know what the possibilities would be of depotting this. I do see like, you can see the pan, the metal pan inside. So maybe you could just, I've heard of like ways to pop things like this open, but I literally don't know with how this is made. So I don't know. That's like if you're into depotting. Alright, I feel like I had a vision and now I'm forgetting it. I feel like I wanted to put this on my outer corner. What do I want to do? This? What if I did this on the inner to blend into this in the outer, and then this on the lower lash line? Maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna start, I guess, on the inner with ochre. Alright, so I will say I was kind of hoping this would be more pigmented, but honestly that probably could have been helped if I put white underneath, and I didn't really do that. And I always, it's kind of like, it's hard with these kinds of colors, and I was a little bit worried about that with this being a, you know, kind of a more faded color in general. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's like doing its job, but no, like not really. I'm like trying to, I really, really wanted this to be good. So I feel like I'm trying anything to like find a positive in it. Alright, so as you could see, that did take a good amount of buildup. I'm going to go in, I'm going to try and not use the same brush right away just because I like really want to not mess this up. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Do I want to go with another eyeshadow brush? Sure, we'll do that. Alright, I'm going to go into the shade Heat in my kind of outer crease area. I'm a little worried that like, I feel like I'm going to want one more color on my lid, but we'll make it work. Like I said, these are a bit powdery, but really nothing crazy. Like you can kind of tap off, blow the kick back off the pan. It's really not bad. So yeah, these are definitely like, and I don't know if it's because I don't know, I'm putting them on with like a flat eyeshadow brush. Maybe I'm crazy. But I'm trying my best to like kind of pack them on. I didn't wet these, but like I feel like normally you shouldn't have to do that for matte eyeshadows. They're very faded. Like they're like a muted color, which like, hey, maybe that's like the vibe. I feel like that could look cool, like an all over the eye. Like put this yellow all over the eye and you know. You know, just put it all over the eye, but have like a cool faded like yellow eye and then put like intense black eyeliner on. I feel like that would look cool. Like I feel like this could have a use, but like I don't know if it would have a use for everyone, if that makes sense. Kind of build it up, but it's still, I'm like have a feeling this isn't gonna like stay very long. Alright, that actually, the heat went on better, which doesn't surprise me. Again, I feel like yellows are hard, my dude, because they're just kind of a weird color. They almost like blend out better than they pack. Is that weird? And that's probably because they're more of a faded, so it like almost automatically does that. Which again, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm gonna copy this on my other eye really quick, and then we'll come back and do the blue underneath. Alright, so this is what we got so far. Like I said, I'm not hating it. Like it's actually like not performing too poorly. So I'm going to find some form of either a smudger brush or a winged or a liner brush or something like that. I kind of jump between, if I need something really precise, but this works better with wet products, the Wet n Wild liner, angled liner brush, the Eco Tools Precisely, I think they called it a precise blending brush. I always just call it a smudger brush. Yeah, precise blending. Or the Storybook Cosmetics like flat top liner brush. I kind of jump between those three, but really when it comes to powders, I really jump between these two because this just like does a perfect line and this really like helps me obviously smudge it out. So I'll kind of be bouncing between those two to put on the color Jaded. Like I said, I think I'm going to do this under my eyes. I just don't see... I think what I was picturing was doing the blue as a liner, and that actually would look really cool. But to be totally honest, I'm almost positive at this point I'd have to lay a base, whether that be concealer or like a white... like the white NYX jumbo pencil kind of thing. So I'm honestly just not gonna mess with that. Maybe another day. I want to give these a fair shot and really have them laid out, see how if they kind of fall off, because again, with how kind of like faded these are, I'm a little nervous they're not gonna like stay very well. I've been getting so much dryness like right here. Is that weird? See, now the only thing I'm worried about with this is it's gonna be a pain to build up in my under eye, but maybe it won't be. It's actually like, it does help this is a dense brush, so I'm sure it's picking up like a good amount. It's definitely like, I'll try to zoom you in farther. Oh my gosh. It's like, if you can tell, like the blue's there, but I mean, I guess it's the tone that this is. I don't know, in my head I was picturing this to be darker, but it's literally not in the pan, so I'm just crazy at this point. I didn't put concealer down here, so this is just the eyeshadow going straight on my skin. So obviously that could have a slightly varying effect on kind of how this performs, but this honestly like went on perfectly fine in my opinion. Again, I don't know, I feel like I was just hoping for a little more like oomph to the color, but I've kind of been saying that about all of them. Again, they all have like this very faded quality, so I don't think it looks bad. It's just like, I don't know, it's interesting. Are there any other things that have been like interesting you at like a drugstore type stuff? Anything you like want to hear about? I did buy like 2 other things that just won't be used in this video because I have stuff that replaces them from this line, and I wanted to try to do as much from this line as possible. That'll probably be in a future get ready with me, the other items. So that's where we're at with the eyes. I'm pretty much gonna leave it there. I might go in with the highlight if I decide at the end, if I'm kind of like, I'm not used to doing all matte eyes. Again, I don't like dislike this. Like I actually think they like blend pretty well. It's like the faded quality. I can't decide how I feel about that. If I should be okay with it, or if I should be like, no, it's a matte eyeshadow, these should be more pigmented, you know? I'm going to, I think, do bronzer next, which I'm a little terrified not gonna lie. We're just gonna see what happens. Again, this is the shade Ibiza. Why did I even try saying that? So I'm going in with the brush I always use. It picked up a good amount of powder, which terrifies me now that I grabbed that much. Alright, here we go. I have nothing on my skin, which, like, again, it's probably, like, that could heavily depend, like, is this better on, like, some kind of base, but I don't feel like wearing foundation, so that, I'm really scared of this color. Okay. It's almost like red toned, is it? Am I crazy? I don't know if it's coming up that well on camera. I feel like it's really not. I'm able to get a good amount on my brush, which is like pretty cool. A good bit's falling out on my pants, so that's cool too. But like it is kind of almost like a red tone. Am I crazy? I don't think it's too intense. You can kind of like, I feel like the theme with this is everything is very buildable because you almost have to build it to like see it. I'm just trying to make sure I'm like not gonna go overboard, which I don't think I'm going to, but you know, can never play it too safe. Like, I don't know if you can kind of see there, like it definitely has, it's definitely like a warm tone bronzer, but it's also not, I think it helps that it's not super pigmented, so I don't just look like orange. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm crazy, but I don't mind this color. I'm making sure you're like in focus. So I don't know, I don't think it's bad. I'm afraid it's just like the lighting I'm sitting in. I'm afraid I'm gonna walk outside and like see red, but I don't know, I'll have to see. I might try my best to do a check-in, or I will like just leave a comment down below of kind of like what I thought. It's definitely red toned, like for sure. I can now say that confidently after staring at it for 5 minutes. So they did have blush, but I'm not really a blush person, as I've said literally a bajillion times. So I just bought a highlight, and I bought the shade Champagne Glow. I can't even remember what the other one was, but I was so confused. I could barely see a difference. I don't know if it was just the lighting of the store, but I could literally barely tell the difference. I'm still picking the goo off of these, and I'm very frustrated about it. It's like in my nails now. Oh geez, it feels like dry, but a lot came off. Okay, this is going to be very shimmery. I don't know. This might work out. Cool. Now my finger is like an oil slick, but I don't know. Here goes nothing. There's literally goop all over this. I am so annoyed about that. Okay. And I will, okay, a lot of powder. A lot of powder. I'm like afraid, does that literally just like knock it all off? I have powder all over my pants at this point. This is like straight shimmer. That is glitter. It's like, no, it's honestly not even glitter. It's just like, it definitely gives you like the wet look, at least in these lights. Oh my god. But it's definitely, I don't know. Like, you can constantly just like see this gleam. I don't know. I don't want to like, again, I'm almost afraid of being too like positive about it. Is that like, again, is that a thing? And it like kind of moves very nicely on the skin. Like, I don't feel like where I put my brush it like gets stuck, and like I have a bit to like spread, which is pretty cool. I don't have as much light coming in over here, so it's not as intense, so this would probably be a bit of a better show of how natural light would look, because I'm using a window over here and then a light over here to try and balance it out. So this might kind of be a little bit more how it would look in natural lighting, where you're still gonna get a gleam, but it's probably not gonna be as intense as this. I also think I put more over here. I can attempt to even that out. I just don't want it to look, it doesn't look powdery. Like, I might be crazy, but I'm not seeing powder on my skin. Alright, so we have an eyeliner. It is literally just In Studio Cosmetics felt tip liner. It's in black. I don't think they had another shade. It's just a regular like marker felt tip. I'm gonna just do this quick because really I don't think you're gaining anything by watching me do it. So I'm just gonna do this quick and I will come back and then we will literally put on lips and then we are pretty much done. I might put on brows too while I'm done, so if you see that, don't be surprised. Okay, I decided to zoom you back in really quick because I just wanted to show you, like, I am happy with how everything looked for the most part. This eyeliner is so wet that it, no joke, sorry, I like clumped my mascara. It, no joke, like if it touched anything, it like would fling off and like leave dots. And I like had dots on like my nose and in here, and it's literally still like, it feels, I can feel how wet and heavy it is, and it's just so liquidy that like it's still, I don't even know what this is gonna dry to. It didn't say, so I don't know if it's still drying. I don't know if it's going to be more of like a satin gloss look. I literally have no idea, and it was like literally so wet that it was almost hard to like control it. Like it would just like occasionally like become more wet and kind of like move a bit. So I don't know if that was like a me and not just being used to it, or if that was a you know, do I need to let this dry out a little bit and then it'll be good, because it honestly like didn't go on that hard. The other thing is it definitely like touched this lash, and now this lash is like gross and thickly coated in eyeliner, so that's fun. I don't know, also up close if you can kind of see, like it doesn't look, it definitely gives the wet look, and like you can tell it's like a sheen, so like if that's the kind of highlight you like, I actually don't think this is bad. I do want to see how it wears throughout the day, but this is kind of where we're at. Again, I think especially the blue to be more vibrant, but other than that, like I'm actually not upset with how this came out. So this is the little thing of lip gloss. Like I said, they had liquid lipsticks, they had lipsticks. I just wasn't feeling any of that. I wanted to go for a gloss, and they had a really cool like just sheer glitter gloss that I almost bought, but I was like, I want something that has some kind of pigment to it. So this one's called Burnt Peach. Like I said, they have colors on the tubes, but the actual carton it comes in doesn't. So, and it really wasn't on the display, so like I literally couldn't tell what the colors were. I just had to, I mean, you could see it through the tube, so I guess that's best more than anything. But like I really couldn't, if the lighting was weird, I couldn't tell the difference between one color and another if they were close. So like I just took a guess and got this. Shadow! Alright. I haven't put lip gloss on like this in forever. I feel like it's gonna be messy. This is like basically my lip color. I can't tell. I am putting on very like sparingly. Overall, just to kind of wrap this up, I don't know if I'm really like upset about anything. I'm just kind of like still like intrigued because I'm really curious how this is gonna wear, and that's kind of my thought. Like I really don't dislike anything. I don't know if any of them are like outstanding. I do find this highlight to be very interesting, especially for 97 cents. I find it to be very interesting. If I can get used to the eyeliner or maybe even just let it dry out a bit for 97 cents, that's kind of a steal. So the lip gloss is comfortable. I feel like it's not going to be anything special. I'm sure it'll like rub off, you know, pretty normally, but it's comfortable and cute. So like if you're really looking for a lip gloss, they did have options there. And I'm like not hating the bronzer. Again, I think I'm really gonna have to see how everything wears, because as of right now I'm not upset about anything, but I don't know if like I like how this all looks, so this could all be good and good to go. I just like, I'm kind of afraid to like be definitive and be like, yeah, go get this, because again, I really want to know how it wears. Like I'm curious, like if after a couple like uses, am I gonna get this same result? Was this just like, am I feeling too positive today? Like all that is probably sounds weird, but like seriously, like I'm afraid because it's 97 cents. I mean, for 97 cents, this is absolutely doable. Like, are you kidding me? Like again, this whole thing, I must have paid like literally $6, $7, maybe $8. Like, I guess how do you really get upset about that? Like this is absolutely doable. So I guess if you want to think about it like that, then you know what, go check it out. Don't be afraid. Even buy like 1 to 2 things. That's $2 to $3, and you can maybe like do something like this. So Let me know what you think. I'm just intrigued. Like I almost want to go back and like look what else they had. I did a really quick scan and just grabbed a few things. And again, I'm not upset about what I got. So like that's good in my opinion. I'm intrigued, if I can say that enough. So I don't know, I guess leave your comments down below. What do you think? Is this worth it, not worth it? Like should we be very kind on 97-cent makeup, or should we like still hold it to the same standards? But that's all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Any other makeup you want me to check out, please comment down below, let me know. You can always find me on social media, mostly Instagram at Shelba_Lynn. I love to post stuff over there constantly. I'm always on it. But yeah, thank you. I also like to post little IGTV, and right now I've been posting holiday makeup looks. So if that interests you, please go over there and check it out. I have a bunch more coming up. So that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.